As you know, my name is Wahid Qureshi. I started my career after completing my CA qualification in 1993. The time I completed my qualification, there were only few chartered accountants, and the passing percentage was in fractions. So I still have my copy of the examination result. It was only less than 10. It's always been not in a double digit, it always been in a single digit result. That time I qualified, and I started my career with the Sagals Group. I was posted in Islamabad as a manager finance. I started with Kohinoor Industries. That was a huge 150,000 spindles company, composite unit, maybe the biggest in the Asia. It's a huge business at that time, but the company was not in a good shape. But we worked there for 5-7 years to shape up the company, to bring that company out of the losses. We make a successful turnaround there. Then I moved to Nishat. In 2 years Nishat, then I moved to Rafan Maize Products. It's a CPI, Corn Product International. It's a Faisla based company. But it's basically a multinational company, US based company. I worked there as a financial controller. They have a specialized, different kind of starches and oil, and they have a wide range of their products. Then I wanted to move to Lahore, my hometown. They joined Levi's company as a director of finance in 2003. Worked there till the recession of US. Then company went into the immediate problems all over the world. We were facing a lot of issues. So my career with the Berger Paint started in 2009. When I joined Berger, we had a huge accident in Karachi. In 2008, we had a huge fire in Karachi plant, whereby the whole plant was burnt out and burnt to total ashes. So that was a very emotional and a very, turning point. Is a very different time at that time, So Karachi-based company, we had a small facility in Lahore at Multan Road. Immediately, company decided to move to Lahore and to start their facility in Lahore. So what we did at that time, we announced that we will continue with the same employment, with all headcounts, they will remain intact, their jobs will remain intact, they'll continue with the company. And that was I think, daring decision. Immediately telling to everybody that, to the banks, we told that we are determined to restart the company and to continue our business. And I must say the partnership with the banks and the stakeholders was very excellent, very good, that we can quote everywhere. The banks immediately supported the company, kind of bank, small bank, I take that example, not Habib Bank and the MCB, but the small bank, Habib Metropolitan, they sent a 50 million rupees check immediately that day and say, okay, we are with you, let's start again. Whereby their whole, security, machinery, building, everything was burnt out, whereby the loan was secured. Instead, getting the amount recovered, they were putting more money into the business. So that was the confidence of the bank. Smaller bank, the bigger bank, they also extended more money to us and say, okay, just continue and we are with you. So in that condition, we moved to Lahore, and smaller facility. Raw material was totally out of material, so we airlifted raw material, airlifted the finished goods. So that was a very, very difficult time. We were, starting a new company and starting a turnaround. We had a 400 million loss, though our share price was from 180 rupees came down to 13 rupees. 10 rupees is the face value of the share, and 13 rupees was the share price. So that time we restarted the company, trying to say that was a very difficult time facing the banks, because all the banks, to some extent, they cooperated, and then there was a pressure on them to record as a NPL, non-performing loan, or default or something. But the matter I can take proud of that is that I was a CFO of the company, but the company never defaulted in the difficult time on any single payment, not only on the principal, on markup, on anything. We never defaulted. We managed the banks, that I knew that we have to keep the bank on the right side, and we have to be on the right side of the bank, or we have to keep them intact. So that was I think, credit goes to the company as well. That determination. Otherwise, I've seen many companies a common, reason to default or to say something that we are in a fire bad situation, we can't pay your money, so it's okay. But I think it's a lesson for everybody as well, whosoever is in the business, that if you run the business with the ethics and with honesty, so people give regard to you. Bank have a lot of regard for us, that in problem time we never defaulted. So we paid that amount, we continued. Gradually loss was decreasing. One thing is very interesting. Just in 2007 we were booming, paying 100-200% dividend. So company was in a very, very good shape. People were just celebrating. In 2007 we purchased two businesses. One is ink from the Switzerland company Sigpa. Is a printing ink, flexo printing and offset printing, many type of printings. And the second was the Oxyplast business, is a powder coating business whereby all appliances, home appliances are painted. So is a powder coating, is a special paint. So is a powder coating and ink we purchased in 2007. December 2007 we signed the deal, we purchased those two businesses, and in January 2008 we had a fire. So these two businesses, along with the 8 other business lines, it was a problem for us to manage the whole supply chain of the raw material procurement, their working capital. So, it was, complexity was huge to manage all business lines. So these two businesses recently we acquired were ignored at that time. We suffered losses in two businesses. But our main business is, in the Berger Paints, main business was decorative paint. So we focused on the decorative, which is building material paints. So we focused on our core business, and automotive, which is a vehicle business. So these two businesses, then projects business, we focus on 2-3 businesses, and gradually then we supported the all business lines. So that's how we came out of the issues, problems. So I'm coming to the pharmaceutical company. That was a journey from started 2008 to 2013, when we were at break even. We stopped the bleeding, plugged the all leakages, and we were in profit. So 14-15 it was a profit area. We made a good amount of money. So end of 15 we, June and closing, we started to think to diversify further business and to find something. Initially our target was power sector. We moved to the power sector and to find a joint venture with a Chinese company. We formed a joint venture with a Chinese company, but unfortunately the projects government announced, where we were determined to, are inclined to invest, didn't materialize. It was a solar project, 50 megawatt project, but nothing materialized after 6 months. Then we moved to another, we thought, maybe it's a saturation in now. A lot of companies are coming in the power, and government is also not responding to that pace that what we require. So then our second choice was a pharma company. Pharma, for obvious reason, in Pakistan is a growing segment, and always is a double-digit growth. It's almost last year's industry grew by 16%. So, and margins are very good in this business. So we decided to move into the pharma business. Coincidentally, Dr. Mahmood Ahmed, who is the CEO of parent company, which is a Berger Paint company, he is also himself is an MBBS doctor. People understand him as a PhD, but he is an MBBS doctor. So maybe it might be the reason, or but we as a team decided to move to the pharma, and we started to make a search for the pharma. I was taking a lead in searching this facility. So after looking at many, we decided instead, venture a greenfield project and buying and building our own manufacturing. Why not we buy a running project or sick unit, and to buy, and to immediately we can go into the production and we can start this company. So after this decision, then we found there were some units in Pakistan up for sales. So after reviewing some of the units, due diligence we conducted, and then we found this 3S pharmaceutical company as a suitable company to work with. The idea was to find a company whereby we don't want to compromise on the quality, we don't want to compromise on the area where we can expand as well. So it's a huge area, and at the moment it's a single story, so we can go to the multiple stories and we can expand. And the adjacent land is also, we are purchasing adjacent land of this factory as well. So we found this factory from 3-4 angles which we were looking at. We found that's a suitable company to work with Berger Paints, so we decided to buy that. So it's last year we acquired this factory. At the moment this factory is producing, there are 2 sections, one tablets and capsules, but approved facility is for 7 sections. So the next section which we are adding by the end of the next month is a syrup section. Another next month we are adding powder coating, is a Berger Paints, a dry suspension powder, and the other one is cream ointment. So by the addition of these, then product range would be good, and we are coming up with the SEF products as well in next quarter as well. So there will be good range of the products available in the market to offer. So our purpose to come into this is to, of course it's a business, but to make a quality product and to bring with a strong quality. That would be our message to the market, that we are producing a quality product. So efficacy of the products is more than 100%, 110 we are targeting, that should be the efficacy of the product, which is minimum in the not commonly available in the market. So this is a brief story of the how we came into the pharma, what was the struggle and the efforts behind it. देखें जी, the company previously were not, I don't know how they were launching the product. We have relaunched this product. All these products we relaunch in the month of in this year, start of this year. So we are at the launch stage. Products are being placed in the market. So it will take a little time to come up with a huge revenue. So, but acceptability in the market, luckily, you see, there were apprehensions that Berger Paints is a paint company, why in the pharma company, though there was an example of the ICI that they were in the paint and they were in pharmaceutical as well. But coincidentally, it clicked to the market. You see, when they see the card, my TM is holding Berger and 3S, they say, what's the link with the Berger? So send this person come in. So I want to ask him. So that's a talking point to the doctor, why the paint companies and Berger, what you guys are doing. So that's the introduction of the product. So we are at the initial stage at the moment, I would say. We are selling some level, but it's a gradual increase in the. So we are not keeping only, we have targets for export market to explore the export market as well. We are in touch with the foreign companies to make a good collaboration and to bring good formulation and oncology and heart diseases market. So there are research molecules which are available in the international market, which we are in touch with those research institutes to bring in the. One of the doctor we are in touch is in Harvard University Research Department. He has some good molecules. So we are in touch with them. So we have plans, inshallah, to expand these projects internationally. So by using our muscles in the different countries, definitely we'll come up with a better plan to it. Sir, we believe that people are very important. You see, अगर आप लोगों को अपने उस पे ले आते हैं ownership के ऊपर, so we understand that people run the company. People are important for the future growth of the company. So first of all, we held a meeting with our whole plant team and the sales team that it's your own company. And we mean it, not only saying that this is your own company, we are saying that's your basic pay from where you can take a start, but we are ready to share with you the whole P&L, that this much we earn and let's share this much with you. So it's your flexible salary. This is the basic and the which you will get every month. Then another portion is their incentive which they earn after achieving the targets. But if you go beyond the target and a company earns more, so there are companies in the market which they say if you make this much amount, or if you meet the target, exceed the target, you will get this amount. We are not saying that you will get this amount. It's a flexible amount. Whatever you earn, you will continue to earn more. If company earns, you will also earn, and you will be growing with the company. So that kind of confidence, it's not easy to inculcate or to communicate or to send just in one meeting. I'm continuously conveying my team that it's your own company. I was an employee in the company. I was made a CEO of the company. You are also partners with me. So my success and my growth is associated with you. If you do own this company, take this company, the ownership of this company, if you grow, I'm ready to give you anything which you feel that. So I'm very much flexible for every employee. We have right now 22 territories. So I'm saying to every territory, I'm flexible in policies for you. If you say incentive policies should be changed, if you say the traveling conveyance or something you want to change, allowances you want to change, which suits to you, which you can commit that after changing this result will come. But one thing I am assuring to everybody, and I am advising to my team as well, that we are in this business for the ethical reasons. So in pharma business, I have seen many unethical things. Doctors, there are doctors, very good doctors and ethical doctors. There are doctors which are they are like make a deal and sell. So we are not in these kind of practices and activities. That's our problem as well. Maybe hindrance in the growth as well. But we are ready to face it. We don't want to compromise on our ethical stance. We are ready to help them, to give them educational material or something which is within the ethical boundary, but not doing anything, bribing doctors to do something for the company or to help my sales team to deliver. So that's on the ethical side of the company. On the machinery and factory side, are no compromise on the quality. We are not ready to do anything which compromises our quality. So it's our quality policy is displayed everywhere, that this is our quality policy. We have to meet the international standards of the company in producing the quality, in producing the medicines. So this is very much clear message. Whether we are producing or not, the environment as required by the international standards, that has to be maintained. The cleanliness, the hygienes, whatever is required for the production of the medicine, because it's a human life is involved. So you have to be very careful. So this is the kind of message I am giving to my team at the moment. As I mentioned here, growth is there in this pharma industry, double-digit growth. I had in mind that if somebody comes with the international, that kind of muscles, financial and business muscles, acumen we have, and the right team we have, so strength. So we can, there is a synergy basically in acquiring another company and diversifying our business. And I was very much, sure that we can quickly take our share in the market. Alhamdulillah, so far the journey is good. We have taken the figure from sales level from previous level to much better position. So that's we are doing right now. Another thing I tell you, the problems we are facing, not our, but it's all the pharmaceutical companies, is that the government agencies, government departments are not helping with the pace they are required to help to the pharmaceutical industry. Different departments, DRAP, health department, and inspections team, and many other departments which are working with in the pharma industries. Like my medicines approval cases for 2010s are still pending with the DRAP. They are working on it. I don't know what they are doing. Many certifications are still pending with for 3 to 5 years period they have taken. They are working on it. So I think on the part of drug regulatory authority, it is very important to come up into support with the pharma industry and to for the ultimately it's a benefit of the country. If we are selling, if we are exporting, we are bringing foreign exchange in the country. But they are not coming up with that space. There are some unethical practices also I am hearing, but forget about that. We are not worried about that. We are just saying, I mean, whatever is the right for the company and which is the right and ethical thing, do it and complete it. But I think the pace is very slow, and I don't know what the ministry is doing. We have been many times visiting and requesting them, but there is a long queue of pending cases which they, every month they hold meetings, and they are deciding in a very slow pace. That's the main obstacle, I think. You see, in recent past, if you look at the Pakistan scenario, many companies, particularly pharma companies, are leaving country for two reasons. One, their pricing are not being approved. Last price approved was in 2012. Till 16, there is no approval. So maybe there are anomaly cases they need to hear on a case-to-case basis. But now companies, multinational companies, Johnson & Johnson left Pakistan. This Glaxo, they sold, closed down their manufacturing facility. Many other pharma companies, they are leaving Pakistan. So I think this is the time for Pakistan to think about it. If they want to help support this pharma sector, they need to change their policy. They need to speed up their policy, decision making process को improve करने की ज़रूरत है. That's it. That's I think. देखिए जी, there are so many motivational things when you read material and watch TV or listen speakers. So many motivational quotes आते हैं. मेरा ख्याल है अगर आप रोज़ की वो जो quotes सिर्फ WhatsApp पे आते हैं वो इकट्ठे करें तो recipe of success is so many in the market. और then you get confused कि यार क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना. जी आप माजी से अपना रिश्ता तोड़ दें और उम्मीदें कम बांधें और ये करें वो करें. बट आई टेल यू, आई एम द स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीवर ऑफ लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शंस. लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन सेज कि जी यू फोकस समथिंग एंड वर्क इन ए नॉर्मल पेस. नॉट कि जी आपने कायज़म की तरह करना है, यूँ करना है, वो करना है, बट यू फोकस समथिंग दैट यू वांट टू अचीव. दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी in a day we see many things and we say, yaar, I want to do this thing. Then next hour you feel that no, I want to do this thing and I want to be like this person, I want to be like this person. So if you remain focused and now of course after a certain age, at a maturity age, you feel that नहीं यार मैं ये हूँ और मैं यही रहूँगा. लेकिन law of attraction says कि if you focus something, you dream. First of all, the dream is very important. You need to dream that you want to be something. You want to take your company to that level. You can do it. I mean, if you look at examples in Pakistan, Riaz Malik को लें, Stara के group को लें, many other companies. It's not the education, it's not the high qualification, it's your determination where you want to be. You will be there. So मैं तो जी बहरिया में गया last Sunday. I was really impressed the kind of structure they have built. Maybe after 10-15 years later I went there. So dreaming something that you want to, and then focusing, continuous focus on that thing. You need to stay focused. You will realize when you study yourself that you get out of focus sometime. So you have to push yourself to stay focused on certain thing, at least till the time you achieve it. There are so many distractions. आपको अपना देखना पड़ेगा. You will feel कि यार मैं फिर मेरा focus out हो गया है, मैं इस चीज़ पे नहीं हूँ. So it's a continuous focus. आप घर में भी होते हैं ना, तो आप TV लाउंज में भी आपको फ़ोन कॉल उसको करते हैं जो आपका फोकस का काम है कि यार ये काम मैं इस वक्त ये कर लूँ, इसको कर दूँ. So if you remain focused, I'm very much believer कि जी you will achieve that. So that's my message to everybody. I think we should do it, because I've seen in my life there was something came in, the opportunity came, but I was not ready to achieve that, to get that, because I had no dream about that. So you dream something, you fix something, and then you follow, you will achieve it definitely.